Welcome to Briavel Institute. Today we are discussing endowment assurance contract. Previously we discussed the whole life insurance. What is the expected present value? What is the variance? And term assurance. What is the expected present value? What is the variance? Pure endowment. What is the expected present value? What is the variance? Whoever interested to purchase these classes, visit the www.briavelinstitute.com and there is option of registration. After registration, you can purchase class wise or module wise or subject wise. So there will be a more than 200 classes. This actuarial mathematics is more than 200 classes available. Now we can discuss the endowment assurance contract. So, so these are all are the basic for the endowment assurance also. So what is the endowment assurance contract? Here is a person is aged X. We can see that a person is aged X. And this person is taken the endowment assurance contract or endowment insurance is taken at the age of X. Now he is alive. This person is alive, taken the insurance. This insurance is taken for the N years. So this insurance is taken for the N years. So he is becoming S plus N year age. Age is becoming S plus N. For example, here he was in a 40-year-old person. His age was 40 year. He reached up to 60 year, or age is becoming 60 year. So what is my duration? It is a 20 year. Is my duration is 20 years. So this endowment assurance is saying that if you are died in between this policy period, this is a policy period. If you are died in policy period, you will get the sum assured. What is the death benefit? What is the death benefit? You will get the death benefit. Death benefit. And second thing, if you are alive at the age of 60 years, then also you will get the sum assured. What is the benefit? What is our sum assured amount? What is the benefit from the endowment assurance? What that benefit will get at the age of 60? So there is a two of conditions. Two options is that if you are died here also you will get the death benefit, and if you are alive also you will get the sum assured benefit. So here we discussed the term assurance. If you are died in between this term, you will get a benefit. In pure endowment, if you are alive here, you will get the benefit. That is a term assurance and pure endowment. So here in endowment assurance, this clubbing the both term assurance and pure endowment. We can check the life status, then we'll understand. This is a life status. Life status is expressing X, and duration. Duration is expressing N. N with the corner symbol. So life status is active. Life status is active and life status is fail. What is the meaning of life status is active? He is alive. He is alive. Life status is active means he is alive. What is a fail means he died. He is died. Same way, duration. Duration is active. Duration is active. What is the meaning? Duration is active means this it will be in the below n years period. It will be in between the n years period. So it is a below n years. N years. It will be up to x to xn period. So that is, we can say that duration is active. Duration is failed. Duration is failed. That means it is above n years. Above n years where it will become also after completing the period. Policy period is completed. So we can say that it is failed. Duration n is failed. Now in term assurance, what we learned about the term assurance? In term assurance, this person has to fail in between the X and S plus N within the period of time. This person has to fail, then only will get the insurance benefit. So here it's a failed. X has to fail and duration should be active within the period of time. So this one is correct for the term assurance. We learned this term assurance, and what is the expected present value? We represented the SN. Why it is a 1? 1 because of first X has to fail. This X has to fail. So above the X we put the 1. Why we put the 1? First this X has to fail because he has died in between the S to this period of time. He will get the benefit. But in pure endowment, if you are alive after the period, he will get the benefit. So these two conditions are alive. You see, these two conditions will be there. These two status here, this is a status. So person is active means it is alive after n years. N years is failed because duration is failed means it is above n years. So this is active and he is alive. So here we written it is a we can write like that. It is a S n above n, we put the 1. Why? Because this is a life status is not failed. Here is a duration is failed. Duration is completed. Failed means this duration. This policy year is completed. Still he is alive. Still is alive. So this two status is correct for the ASN person. In this endowment assurance, both will be active. Both will be completing, because if you are died here, you will get benefit. If you are alive here, this will get benefit. So this endowment assurance will represent the H n. There is no 1. We are not putting 1 in above the H or above the n, because this both is correct only. If he is died, if he failed died, he will get the benefit. If you are active alive, then also you will get benefit. So this is the endowment assurance. Expected present value of endowment assurance is equal to the this AHN plus this is a term assurance. What is the expected present value plus this is both cases active. We can check with the endowment expected present value. Expected present value is represent H. H is equal to, if you are X, it isn't died in between here. What we can write, it is a V raised to Ks plus 1. V raised to Ks plus 1, K is the quoted lifetime and Ks plus 1. V raised to Ks plus 1 if Kx is less than n years. If you are less than n years, if you are died, this will give the end of the year. Ks plus 1 is representing quoted lifetime with the and benefit is providing paying at the end of the year. So this is a Ks plus 1. And it is a V raised to n if Kx is greater than or equal to n. If Kx was greater than or equal to n means after any year, at the year, if he is alive, here it is alive, he will get the benefit. So this both case is true. Here you see, this both case is true for the endowment assurance. So V raised to Kx plus expected present value. For V raised to Kx1, Kx is less than n. Expected present value, this is the our expected present value. We can write like that. This is equal to expectation of H, or this is equal to sigma K is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Kx is less than n, it is a V raised to K plus 1, and probability of, you can write directly here, K bar Q of X. Now see, this is a V raised to Ks plus 1. This is same as a condition of term assurance contract. We already studied in previous classes. We already studied how to calculate here expected present value plus, and V raised to n, if you are died, if you are alive, Ks greater than n years is alive. So this one also will get the sum assured. He is alive also getting the sum assured, that we can write V raised to n P of X. So that is equal to the pure endowment. So this one is representing as a ASN. It is equal to the SCN plus ASCN. So this is equal to, it is a combined of the term and term plus pure endowment. Pure endowment. It is combined of the term and pure endowment. So hope you understood about this concept, endowment assurance contract. Endowment assurance contract is paying the sum assured when he is died in between the term or between this duration of years or policy year. If you are died, he will get the some benefit. That benefit he will get, and if you are alive also, he will get the sum assured. If completed the policy period, then also will get the sum assured. So this both we clubbed. This is a term condition for the term assurance. This is the condition for the pure endowment. So both we clubbed, combined. So that is the expected present value for the endowment assurance contract. We return the formula. This is the formula for that. So these all formulas, the previous class we already how to get that formula already discussed, already calculated, and we solved many problems also. Each formula we solved the problems. So this is the endowment assurance. We can solve some problem. Person is exactly 40-year-old person. Person is exactly 40 years. He is taking the endowment assurance for 20 years. He taken the endowment assurance for 20 years. Same problem. Person at exactly age of 40 years, he is taken the policy of the 20 years. So he will reach a 60 year. So policy period is 20 years. And this is endowment assurance. And sum assured or death benefit will be 100,000. Death benefit is getting $100,000. What is the expected present value? Here we are following the AM92 table, AM92, and at the rate of 4%. At the rate of 4%. So interest rate is become 4% in actuarial table. 4%. What is AM92 actuarial table? In 4%, you can find out what is the value of ISCN. ASCN. This value we can find out from the actuarial table. AM92 place the AM92 at the rate of 4%. So in this problem, sum assured is a 100,000. So 100,000, what is the 100,000 is multiplying with the expected present value. Here it is equal to 100,000 is multiplied with the expected present value. This term we will get from the table. It is a value is 0.46433. So it is a 46433. 0.46433. So it's multiplying. So what is the expected present value? It is a 46,433. So sum assured is paying 100,000. Even he is died in between this period of time, or he is alive here, then also we will get the sum assured amount. So we have calculated this value is directly taken from the table. So AM92 table at the rate of 4%. This is a value. This is expected present value. Now we can see what is variance. What is the variance? So this is a v raised to ks plus 1 v raised to n. This one we can simply we can write. It is a v raised to minimum of kx plus 1 or n. Minimum of ks plus 1. If it is a ks plus 1 also, it will be raised to ks plus or n. We can write like that. So variance we can write variance of h. How to calculate variance of h? Variance of h. This is also same way we can write. It is expectation of h square plus expectation of h whole square. So expectation of h square. Expectation of h here it is there. So this term we can write a ax n. So we can write here it is a ax n. This is all square. This is all square. And what is the expectation of h square? Expectation of h square, how to calculate expectation of h square? So this we have calculated variance in all the time. We have calculated how to get the variance. How get the variance? We can write it is a expectation of v raised to minimum ks plus 1 or n. So this is the whole square. So this is expectation of h. Instead of h, I substituted this term v raised to minimum. So this one we can write expectation of v square minimum of ks plus 1 or n. So we can write like that. This is small bracket, this is big bracket. Square is taken to here, v square then minimum of ks plus 1. So v square is this term is writing as a v star. So this term is we are writing as a v star. So he is a v star or of minimum of ks plus 1 and n. So v star is equal to v square, because v square we are writing instead of v square we are writing v star. So it is a 1 divided by 1 plus I star. V star we can write that 1 divided by 1 plus I star is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I whole square. So if you are calculating I star, will get the 1 plus I whole square minus 1. 1 plus I whole square minus. So here this term is calculating with the interest rate of I star is equal to 1 plus I whole square minus 1. So this one we are writing as a giving the two prefix. So instead of the h square, we can give the prefix of the 2 and we can calculate this. This one is same as expectation of h v star. We can write like that, v star of minimum of ks plus 1 and n. So this is the same as like a as expectation of as n. So here is a condition, v star is the rate of interest is different. Why? Because it is a I star. Rate of interest is I star. I star is a 1 plus I square minus 1. So that difference we need to show. So instead of, we will put the prefix 2 here. If you are putting prefix 2, what is the meaning? This rate of interest will be 1 plus I whole square minus 1. If you are putting 2, then what is the meaning? I star is equal to rate of interest will be, if it is rate of interest is 1 plus I whole square minus 1. So here, this we can write like that. It is a 2 has to give the prefix n. So this is not a minus, it is a minus of variance of h. We can write expectation of h square minus of expectation of h whole square is a minus only, not a plus. So 2 asn minus of asn square. So variance is getting, so you understood about this calculation already. We calculate for the different time. So this we are putting the square, instead of v square we are putting the v star. So I star is getting 1 plus I square minus 1. So now we can see what is the variance. So variance is getting, expectation of h square is getting 2 asn minus of, this is a asn whole square, n whole square. So this is the variance of h. This is a variance of h. Variance of h is equal to 2asn say of h. So hope you understood about the endowment assurance contract. Here is find out the variance also. Variance is getting 2. Here is a new term. If a new term is, this 2 is not there, then it will be equal. Interest rate also will be here. We are putting the 2 here for understanding that this term is calculating I star. This is equal to 1 plus I whole square minus 1. This term is calculating with the interest rate I star and is a 1 plus I square minus 1. So now we can solve one more problem. We can understand more about the endowment assurance. We can write here is a AHN is equal to sigma k is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Both you have to write here v raised to k plus 1 k bar q of x plus v raised to n p of x. And variance will write variance of h is equal to 2asn plus asn whole square. This is not a plus, it's a minus. Minus asn whole square. So this is the, we studied the one more term. Now you see asn. So using this equation, we can find out one more problem. L40, this is a life insurance. 1000 people are there at the age of 40. At the age of 40, x is equal to 40. L40 is a 1000. 1000 people are alive at the age of 40. In particular country, 1000 people are alive at the age of 40. And death is saying that 40 plus k. 40 plus k is saying that 40 plus k, not k, t is saying that L40 minus of 5t. When t is equal to 1 2 3 up to 10 years. T is equal to 1 2 3 up to 10 years. So 40 and next year 41 will be, how many people will die at the age of 41? It's a L40 is equal to 1000. L41, how many people die? L40 is equal to 1000 minus 5 into 1, 5 multiply 1, so 5 people will die, so it is a 995. If L is equal to 42, how many people will be there? L is equal to 42 is a 1000 minus 5 into 2, so 990. So this is the way we are calculating. L40 plus t is given like that. So here is a D40, we can write that 5 members is died. D41, 5 members is died. Every year 5 members are died. So in this problem we need to find out the A4010. A4010. Here it is a problem is asking about the expected present value for this insurance endowment assurance A4010, and it is in a 6% interest rate at the rate of 6%. Rate of interest is effective per annum is a 6%. So we can write the problem, write the equation. First here we can write the equation. This is a rate of interest is at the rate of 6% only. We can write the equation. It is a k is equal to 0 to 9. N minus 1 is 9. V raised to k plus 1. K bar q of is at the age of 40. Plus V raised to 10. 10 p of 40. V raised to n p of x. 10 p of 40. So this is the expected present value. This is calculating with the present value at 1 year. So here this is a 50 year. We can put here it is a 50 year. At the 50 years only we are taking the contract, and here it is a 41, 42 is like that up to 50 years. Age is becoming 50 years. So this endowment assurance, what is the benefit? If you are died between the 40 to 50, he will get the benefit, death benefit. He will get the death benefit. If you are alive here, you will get the sum assured amount. What is the benefit of the endowment assurance benefit? You will get end of the term. So both we have calculating. So we raised to k plus 1, k, this k bar q40, what is the meaning? It is a deferred. So what is the meaning? It is a L s plus k minus L s plus k plus 1 divided by L of x. So this is the meaning of k bar q40. It is a 40-year-old person, his death is deferred k years. After k years, 1 year, within a 1 year he died. So alive at the age of h plus k. So 40 means 41. He may have 41 years and next year he died. So Ls plus k minus L of next year, within a next 1 year he died. Here 1 is there, 1 is silent, 1 is there. Within a next year he will be died. Or this we can write it's a d s plus k divided by Lx. You can write also like that. Now k q40, this Ls plus k minus Ls x plus k plus 1 divided by Lx. How to write this term? We can write like this term we can write Ls plus k. So it is a Lx is equal to 40. Ls plus k, it is equal to, we can write the formula L40 minus Ls k plus 1. So Ls plus, it is a k, instead of t we are giving the k. So Ls plus k, so it is a L40 minus 5t. Instead of 40 plus t, here it is a s plus k. 40 plus, we can give 40 plus k, then you will understand. There is no confusion. There is, x is giving the 40. So 40 plus k, so there is no confusion. 40 plus t here like that. 40 plus k, L40 minus 5k, and minus of minus of L40 plus K1. This also we can minus L40 minus 5 K plus 1. So this is the formula we have written here. Whole divided by L40 is there. L40. So here is minus is given here, and this is becoming plus, and this we can separate. We can write is like that. It is a minus of 5K and a minus of 5. So this minus is giving here. So it is becoming minus, and this is becoming plus. This is becoming plus. So now you see L40 minus L40. This one is cancelled. So 1000 it is cancelled. 5K and 5K is cancelled. Remaining only 5. So death is happening every year 5 only. Here is death is happening, 5 members are died. Here is 5 members are died. Here you see 43 also 5 members are died. Up to here is 5 members are died. Every year 5 members are died. So it is a 5. And L40. So here we can write this one, we can change. So we can change it to K is equal to 0 to 9. V raised to K plus 1. This one you can change 5 divided by L40. L40 is 1000. So we can write as 1000. This constant term we can take it outside. So we will write here 5 divided by 1000 plus V raised to 10. V raised to 10. 10p of 40. What is a 10p of 40? 10p of 40 we can write L 50 divided by L40. So 10p of 40 we can write L50 divided by L40. What is the value of L50? How to get L50? L50 40 plus t. So t is equal to 10 years. So we can get L40 minus 5 multiplied with the 10. What is a L50 means? It is a 40 plus 10. So L40 minus, so this will get 950. L40 is equal to 1000 and 5 minus 10, so 950. So L50 we can write is a 950. So just writing as a 950, this is 1000. V raised to 10, we are calculating at the rate of 6%. So V raised to 10 we can calculate, it is a 1.06 raised to minus 10. So this is here. Here you see how to write here. It is a 5 divided by 1000. And it is a V. K is equal to 0. It is becoming V. Plus K is equal to 1. It is a V square. Plus K is equal to 2. It is a V cube. Plus up to V raised to 10. K is equal to 9 means it is a V raised to 10. Plus 1.06 raised to minus 10. Multiply with the 950 divided by 1000. So this term we already know, it is an annuity term, it is A10. A10. This term we know that it is a A10. So we solve here 5 divided by 1000 and annuity term A10 plus 1.06 raised to minus 10, 950 divided by 1000. So if you are calculating, this term will get from the table at the rate of 6%. From the table we will get it is a value 7.3601. So you calculate here, it will get 0.5673. So expected present value is equal to 0.5673. So this expected present value, it is a capital A. What is the meaning of capital A? Capital A, we are calculating with the expected value of sum assured is $1. $1 unit only pay. If he is alive, if he died here, we will pay 1 unit of dollar. If he is alive, we will pay the 1 unit of dollar. $1 unit. So what is the expected present value? It is a 0.5673. This present value is expected present value is equal to 0.5673. For this $1 unit, we have to pay when he is died in between here or he is alive here. So this present value, what is a 0.5673. If you are need to pay the $10, then what will be the present value? 5.673. So like that, we have calculated here a 4010. Hope you understood about the endowment assurance. This basic class is required. If you learn this basic class only, we will understand the endowment assurance also, because it's a continuous class. This what is the AH? Without knowing the AH or ASNN, we will not understand about the what is this concept. and how to solve this problem or how to calculate this values and all. So you can purchase our all the classes, 200 and above classes, this subject in visit briavelinstitute.com. You can purchase all these classes, more than 200 classes is available. You can purchase it. Thank you.